Hello everyone, this is Karen and this is going to be an unboxing and swatching of some core watercolors that I swapped with Canadian Bacon. If you don't know her, she's a wonderful artist. I will leave the links to her YouTube channel and to her Instagram in the description box below. So we were chatting and she mentioned that she had never tried Magello watercolors and asked me if I wanted to try some core watercolors in exchange. So of course I said yes, because core is one of those paints that I do not yet have, and I kind of itch to put my hands on because they're supposed to have like a different binder than all the others. So I was really eager to try them. So the package came with such a lovely flower. Now I have no idea if this is an Undertale quote. If it's not, it's a really nice flower. If it is, go Undertale. Okay, but seriously, let's open this up. Le voilà un corno. Ooh, oh my god, so many. Oh, it's like candies. They're wrapped exactly like the Dufour jelly candies, and I love them. Okay, so she also put all the information. So here's the letter. Hijada, I hope you're yes, for those who don't know, Karin is not my real name. It's my nick, but it has been my nick for 12 years. So no, what, 12 years? 12? Oh well, who cares. Trying these core watercolors. If you like a particular color, feel free to contact me and I'll be sure to send another half pan of it. Oh, thank you so much. The color selection I included is okay, so all the list and she included name, the pigment name, light fastness, and the series. Oh my god, you're so awesome. I didn't think of writing the pigments, at least I don't think so. I really have a short memory span. I cannot remember what I did. Is this? Ah, okay, it's just from back. I also included 3 gram colors to add to your collection. I hope you don't already have these colors. Oh, thank you! Cerulean Blue, Yellow Ochre, and Burnt Umber. I will have to check. I have no idea what colors I have. But anyway, more is definitely better in any way, shape, or form you want to intend it. Hope you have fun testing these colors out. Happy painting, friend. Kind regards. Well, I have no idea if she wants to advertise her name on the internet. I will blank it out if it appears in the video. Okay, so all right. I'm going to unwrap all of this and then I'll be back because this is going to be a long unboxing, unpacking, unwrapping. Okay. So this actually looks wet already, so the spritz water probably will not do any difference. Let's go in and try the Nickel Azo Yellow. Okay, so I've also been using my water bucket, you can see it here, and I have to say, oh my god, it's so much better using one of these than just like a normal bucket, and really, woo, oh god, oh, this is gorgeous. Okay. You have me sold. You have me sold. I will, well, not probably buy them, but if if it's like this with all of them, I can see why people like them. Okay, so this one is green gold, and I can see the green gold. Ooh. Okay, so these are very, very, help me say, very pigmented, and they also have like, they do reactivate really well. I'm like just brushing a little bit of the surface of the ooh. Okay, so my favorite color ever. This is quinacridone gold. Okay, so this is a curious thing. When it turned out that Daniel Smith had discontinued quinacridone gold, at least the original pigment, I was like, yeah, who cares? And everyone was just purchasing the last stock, and everyone was afraid they were not going to get it, and I was like, who cares? I care. I do like this color very much. Okay, so let's go with transparent pearl orange. Oh, so beautiful orange. This actually reminds me of the transparent pearl orange of Lucas. The hue is actually quite close to it. Let me see if I can get it a little bit darker. Oh yes, so pretty. Okay, so first impression so far, they do reactivate really well. They're very, very pigmented, and they have like a very ooh, what is this, opera pink? Quinacridone magenta, but it really looks like opera pink. And probably the experts in pigment will tell me, of course it's the same pigment. I have no idea if it's the same pigment, but the color looks a lot like it. They have this feeling when you paint them. It's a bit like with the Lucas professional watercolors, and it's like you're painting, you don't have anything on your brush, and sometimes you can kind of feel, not when your watercolor is diluted, but when the watercolor is really, really thick, that you have too much on your brush, you can feel that you have something you have to spread a little bit like butter. But in this case, it doesn't matter how much paint I have on my brush, it's very smooth. The application is very smooth, and whoa, love it. So this one is the one I just swatched was permanent alizarin crimson, and then now I'm going in with dioxazine purple. Oh, I love me purples. So pretty. Okay, I want to try something with the purple because I'm a little bit curious. Okay, so let me continue. Okay, so what I mean about the pigments being very strong, I don't just mean the hue, or actually when I do just a simple swatch, I do mean the hue. In this case, it's about the intensity of the color, even in a wash. So you have, this one is like not the pure color because I did not pour the entire color in one place, but it's still kind of, you know, the main intense purple you can get. And then when I diluted it, it did not turn white instantly. This is something that happens with very low pigment watercolors, those that have like cheap fillers all the way. You have like a very vibrant color in the beginning, then you add a little bit of water and it just turns to transparency, full transparency. In this case, even though I added water and I still kept going, the pigment still came towards me, and it's still kind of intense actually. It's more intense in the end rather than in the middle. And wow, the these are really gorgeous watercolors and I'm really happy I got to try them. Then this one is Phthalo Blue. Oh yes, yes. This is the green shade. Yes. Okay, I have this shade in, and there we are with the more intense one. I picked a little bit more here. I have this exact shade with my Daniel Smith watercolors, and I have to say it's it's one of the blues I prefer. Then we have, oh, my nemesis, ultramarine blue. It's not exactly my nemesis, but I do have some trouble with its granulation, and especially with the mixes. I mix ultramarine blue to have, you can get some really lovely purples with it, but the granulation pushes everything under it apart if it's still wet. So since I am not a patient person, it just like ruins my shades because I cannot wait for the underlayer to dry. My problem, not the paint's problem, but since it always happened with that paint, I kind of have now prejudice. Then let's go in with Cobalt Teal. This is actually the color that made me want core. Made me want to buy core. Yes. It is gorgeous. Ah, so beautiful. Yeah, definitely beautiful. Is it granulating? Oh, just my luck that the color I like is granulating. Why is this my life? It's actually more granulating than ultramarine blue, what the hell. Then let's go in with Viridian Green. Okay. I don't have a very big opinion on greens, especially the not the mid-tone green, but the I like sap green. I like this gold green is beautiful. I like cobalt teal or the greens that tend towards blue, but the green that stay kind of in the middle, like I don't know, a neutral greens, yeah, such as Viridian Green. Honestly, I have little opinion on them. I use them as a convenience color, but I don't have a strong preference for them. Speaking of, let's go with sap green. Oh, look at the sap, look at the sap. Yes. Okay, so this is a convenience color too, but I like it. And you can definitely see the fact that it's more towards the yellow shades rather than the blue shades. But yeah, it's actually easier if you have trouble seeing like the tone of a color, if it's cool or if it's warm. You don't have to swatch them on their own. You actually have to like put them closer to other colors, and in that difference you will see the tone. For example, I have a lot of troubles with the blacks. For me, everything is black, but then you put two blacks closer together, especially with clothes, and you see that one is a warmer shade, one is a cooler shade, another is actually not black at all, maybe it's blue. And yeah, so if it's the jacket on its own, you're never going to understand what kind of color it is. You need to put it closer to other black tones or other colors to get an idea of what it actually is. Then let's go with burnt sienna. Oh, it's so smooth. What the? Oh, yes. Okay, so also browns. Brown is another color I have no opinion about, but I rather prefer the raw tones instead of the burnt ones, just as a personal preference, even though I am supposed to like the burnt tones much more because they're more like reddish, and I like orange, but it's you know, personal preferences sometimes do not make sense. Then we have raw umber natural. Oh yes, definitely a color I can get behind more. Let's also try and here you can see that okay, color is following me. Stop following me. No, I do actually like this fact very much. And you can see that it just doesn't stop. No, it does stop at a certain point, of course. But the fact that when they say purchase a professional watercolor paint, you get more value for your money. This is what it's about, because with cheaper watercolors, this effect, like this washed out effect, happens a lot closer to the actual pure pigment. So you're going to use more of your watercolor paint, and sorry about my mother coughing. You use more watercolor paint to get the same result. Now, you don't have to purchase professional watercolors right away, of course, because it is an economical investment. But if you already have used watercolors and like you want to continue using watercolor, you might want to consider the upgrade, because it will save you money. It doesn't look a lot like it in the beginning, trust me, but it will save you money. Then we are at the end with Payne's Gray. I'm also going to swatch the M-gram she sent me, but yeah, they're not core watercolors. Ooh, no, okay, what? Okay, this is probably going to be my most favorite. Okay, let's keep going, just because, you know. Let's go. Okay, now I swear the water in the brush will end up. I had the bucket. I cannot go further. Okay, why are you so? Stop being ugly. Okay. Let's. Okay, yes, it goes on and on. Now, if you have not seen, I don't think that it's the same name in English. In Spanish it's La Casa de Papel, in Italian it's La Casa di Carta, and House of Paper? No. Okay, it's basically the history of like a theft at the Spanish, how do you call it, the place where they print money? Copy service? No idea. But yeah, really great. I really liked it. So let's go in with the M-gram, which cerulean blue. Oh, so pretty. This is a bit like phthalo. A little bit. It's okay. No, it's a bit like the illegal child of ultramarine blue and phthalo blue. Then let's go in with what is yellow ochre. The color that is not brown, is not yellow, and everyone uses for the mixes. And yeah, very pretty color. Okay, so I can already tell the difference between the M-gram and the core in matters of picking it up. This one, I can feel the paint. It's a bit like when you get used to a car. With I know that America is big on automatic shift, but for example, with a manual shift, you have like your friction, and different cars have different levels where the friction hits, basically. And this one is burnt umber. Oh, burnt umber. What? Okay, so this burnt umber. This is supposed to be the burnt version of this one. So basically it's a bit like different cars, you have different levels where the friction hits, so it's not like they don't all do the same thing, they all make you shift gears, but yeah, it can kind of irk you a little bit at first when you start using your car, and then you just learn how your car feels, and then it's just natural. Okay, so these are all the colors, and I have to say I am really impressed both with the performance and the feel. Now, I will have to make a little sketch and color it in. I'm probably not going to use this paper because I have been noticing that despite it being a cold press, the paint dries very, very quickly, so it behaves a little bit like a hot press or a cellulose paper. Now this one is not cellulose, and this I know, but I don't know, it's kind of, you know, when you have your favorite papers and the papers you don't really like, so this is a paper I use, but I don't really like all that much. I like the texture, but I don't really like how it behaves. So let's go pick a paper I actually like, so I can actually play and enjoy myself with these. But seriously, Canadian Bako, thank you so much. Oh my god, these are wonderful. And this is probably going to be the definitive palette. I can feel it, mostly because when I order new palettes from AliExpress, they arrive after 3 months, and I'm not going to wait 3 months to play with this. So, okay, let's go pick another paper and play!
Okay, so final considerations about these paints. I really liked using them. They're very vibrant, they're quite transparent, and they re-wet really easily. Some of them are granulating, but if you're not like me, who does not like granulation, you will not find this a problem. I admit I was kind of expecting the Aquazol binder to do, I don't know, something magical and mysterious. And instead they just perform like any other professional brand of watercolors, so they behave really greatly, but yeah, no magic did happen, so I was a little bit disappointed by that, but it's not exactly the paint's fault. Another thing that I wanted to point out is that at least in Italy they are quite expensive. So I think compared to other brands the level is kind of the same, so maybe you should go with a brand that offers you a little bit more paint for your money than Core, but that's only, at least I hope, it's only a thing that happens here in Italy, where Core is kind of hard to come by. But if you have them at a more available price, then these are definitely good watercolors to own. So this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing, the swatching, and this little speed paint. And I hope we will see each other in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.